Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, the second ever edition of 10 years ago. It's February, obviously, so of course back in February 2000 we got two pay-per-views. First of which, actually I don't know if these are in order, they're probably not, but I'm going to do this one first because this is the one I wanted to do. I had a choice between WCW Super Bowl 2000 or this one, No Way Out 2000. I thought I'd do this one because who wants to watch WCW from 2000? If you would like me to review the WCW shows from the year 2000, and even the ECW shows, I will do if you like. You know, just let me know. Prefer if you didn't. WCW was so bad in 2000. Anyway, this is from the Harvard Civic Center in Harvard, Connecticut. A crowd of 12,551 rabid fans are on board. So, in the opening contest, actually, before I go on to the opening contest, let's talk about the opening package. If you've never seen this show, go and watch it just for its opening package. If nothing else, you'll love it. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best opening packages I've ever seen, ever. Mick Foley talking about his career is brilliant. It's just brilliant. Anyway, in the opening match, Chris Jericho dumped the Intercontinental Championship to Kurt Angle in a pretty damn good match, to be honest. Angle cuts another sulky promo at the start. Now, since the Royal Rumble, Chris Jericho and China formed this like alliance, which didn't really help Jericho in the slightest. But oddly, China is meant to be accompanying him to the ring in this one. Accompanying Jericho, yeah. But she gets her own entrance, which is just plain bizarre. Anyway, quality Jericho promo at the start. We got one from Angle, but it was rubbish. But Jericho really was good. He says he's got his own three eyes. He's called him an idiot, an imbecile, and an ignoramus. That was fantastic. It really was. Anyway, a nice springboard dropkick by Jericho. A beautiful moonsault off the steps by Jericho. A top rope belly to belly gets 2 for Angle. Butterfly backbreaker, which is fucking gorgeous, gets 2 for Jericho. German suplex by Angle. Picture perfect flying forearm gets 2 for Jericho. Rana is reversed into a powerbomb by Jericho. Angle reverses the cover into an armbar, which is just like, wow. It seems like it seems pretty standard these days, incorporating MMA moves into a pro wrestling match. But at this time, we've seen someone reversing the cover into a perfect MMA style armbar, which is like, wow. Now that's interesting. Walls Jericho is broken. They're just outside. Jericho follows, right? China gets bumped, and this is the only thing she does in the match, yeah? She gets bumped into the ring steps, and you're just like, well, so what was the point of being out there? Surely, if they were going to do it like this, just that one move, why didn't she do a run-in? I just don't understand it. Anyway, they go back and forth for a bit, and basically, Angle takes the belt, the IC belt, into the ring with him. Jericho goes to the lion salt, and Angle gets the belt up, so it lands face first. Now you just need to roll him up and gets the 3. And we've got a new champion. Then, after Earl Hebner comes out and argues with Tim White. Like, there's a bit of a shoving going on, because Earl Hebner's trying to say, look, you use the belt, and Tim White's saying, fuck off, I'm the guy around it. It's quite funny. White won't overturn it. I need to point out this out as well. Kurt then celebrates for the rest of the show. The rest of the show, in between every single match, there's a little skit of Kurt celebrating. He starts with his fans, and then he's going outside. He's got a megaphone. He's shouting, because he's got his 2 belts. He's the Euro Continental Champion. I'm not going to mention them again, but I'm just going to say they are entertaining moments. Anyway, I gave that match 3 stars. Some people I've seen giving it 3.5 stars. It's a good opening contest. It is. But then it sort of goes downhill a bit, because then we got the Dudley Boys defeating the New Age Outlaws to win the WWF Tag Team titles. This was a poor match. Did you know this was the last time the New Age Outlaws teamed together until they teamed up in TNA? 5 years later? Maybe more. Maybe a bit, something around that. The last ever time. Anyway, there's not really much to say on this one. Bubba uses a lead pipe on Billy Gunn's arm, and then Road Dogg eats the a 3D for the win. And that's genuinely about it. One thing I must say is, I mentioned this to Danny Ace when we were talking online the other day, because I watched this match and then went and talked to him. And I was saying, wasn't the 3D such a good move? And what I mean by that, I'm not saying it's a bad move nowadays. What I mean is that back in the day, Bubba Ray would run and then do the cutter. Do you remember? Nowadays he just stands and does it. But back in the day, Devon would lift them up and Bubba would bounce off the ropes, come over and cutter them, and it used to look so impressive in my opinion. Wasn't, that was good. Anyway, that wasn't a good match at all. Neither was the next one. Mark Henry defeating Viscera. Who thought putting these two on a pay-per-view one-on-one would be a good move? Basically, the backstory behind this one was that Viscera had splashed Mae Young. Of course, remember, Mae Young was Mark Henry's girlfriend, 75-year-old Mae Young. Oh, dear me. Viscera splashed him, and he was, splashed Mae Young, who was pregnant with Mark Henry's kid. So, of course, revenge is needed. What can we say about this one? There's nothing to note. Right? There's two things of note. Viscera hits a nice Samoan drop, right? Mark Henry gets the win with a body slam. And that's your lot. And of course, we all know where it led to with Mae Young being pregnant, don't we? If you don't know, you don't want to know. That was a dud. So 1 star and a dud. Nice. Edge and Christian then defeated the Hardy Boys in an absolutely stunning match to take the level right back up again. This was fantastic, right? But here's a question for you. Anyone notice this one though? Because I hadn't noticed. I've got it on my notes here because I hadn't noticed it before. Dudley Boys, versus New Age Outlaws. That's 2 heel teams, isn't it? So we've got Edge and Christian versus Hardy Boys. They're both face teams. Very interesting. And this one was very interestingly played out because at start... Excuse me. You had Edge and Christian. Oh, sorry, I need to point out, the APA are out at ringside because Terry had been powerbombed through a table by the Dudley Boys. And Terry had hired out the APA so that, if the Dudleys came out, the APA could rough them up. Bear that in mind. The Hardys work as the heels at the start. They isolate Christian and work in the heel mannerisms and all that. Which worked very interestingly in the match, though. Halfway through, they switch sides. Edge and Christian work as the heels. I think that's brilliant because both of them show what they can do. Both of them show that they can work heel and face. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. There was so many nice spots in this one. I could take all day to talk about them. Absolutely. It's a 4-star match in my opinion. Absolutely spectacular. There's an amazing spot. As the Hardys go for a doomsday device, right? And basically, Jeff comes off the top. Sorry, Matt's got Edge on his shoulders, and Edge ducks down underneath it. So Jeff goes straight over the top of him and does the crossbody. And instead of doing the clothesline, does a crossbody onto Christian, and you're just like, my fucking god, it's a mark-out moment. This is one of those matches where people think of the Hardy Boys, they think of Edge and Christian. Until this point, they've done the ladder match at No Mercy, and they've done cage matches and all that. But this match was a straight-up a straight-up standard match, no gimmicks on it at all. It was brilliant. Well, actually, no, I say it was no gimmicks. I think it was the number 1 contendership, to be honest, but I haven't got that written down. Anyway, basically, at the end of the match, Terry pulls Jeff Hardy, he's on the top going for the swanton, and Terry pulls him off, and then, so he's dumped to the outside. Matt Hardy comes over, what the foot without, gets a slap. Christian hits the unprettier for the 3. Then